Thank you for joining me on part two of the series on how to help your child succeed in school. So, part two is all about helping your child to feel great about him or herself. So, let's get straight in and go through the point.
We need to help our children to feel great about themselves. Too often, I've seen children who don't really feel particularly good about themselves, and it's really difficult for them to function at the highest level, mentally, physically, and emotionally, if they are not feeling great about themselves. So we need our young people to be feeling great about themselves. And how we're going to do this, how we're going to achieve this as parents, is to show them love, show them compassion, show them kindness, show them that we care about their future, we care about their successes. We want them to do well. It's just that overall well-being. We need to really be sharing that with our children and let them feel good, that they have high self-esteem. It helps them, it motivates them. They need that on a daily basis, if you like. So it's just having that good feeling, because if they're down and they're sad and they're not feeling happy, then they're not going to really be excited to work in school and do well and achieve their full potential and go off and change the world. They're not going to feel that way. So they have to have that good feeling. Life is about a feeling. The happier and the better you feel, the more lively you are and the more things you will do. Yes? So that is one of the things that we need to be paying attention to. Pay attention to their feelings. Listen to them when they speak to us. Yes, we should be listening to our children. And that will help, again, to show them that we care about how they feel, because we take on board what they're saying to us. We listen to them. And sometimes I might not agree with what they say, but what we can do is to correct them and show them that we have listened. However, we are not in agreement. So it's a simple steps like this that can help them to just feel a bit better about themselves, because of the way we show them that we care and the love that we share with them. So that was the second point in that. And another point, be patient with your children. Yes. So I think that's the third point I've made so far. Be patient with your children, because children learn at different pace and they succeed at different rates and different pace as well. So sometimes as parents, we are kind of in a hurry because the school said by age 12 or age 14 or age 16, you have to achieve so much. And if they're not achieving it, you feel as if, okay, they're not going to make it. It's going to be late for them. But sometimes you have to be patient to show them and show them that whether they're making the grade at this point or not, we are there with them. So just be patient with them. Again, keep on showing them the self-love and the self-care and the care that you have for them, because they need that to go through, especially when they're not doing as well as they should be. They don't need that extra pressure of feeling as if they're neglected by the family or they're not part of the family. So we need to ensure that we are patient with them, because people learn at different times and people come through at different rates. But what you have to do is to always be there to support them. Yes, so just take your time with them, encourage them. Keep on encouraging them. But know in the back of your mind that children will perform at different rates, at different ages. It might take some children by age 15, 16 to get an A star in their GCSE maths exam, for example. However, it might take some children or some young people up to age 17, 18 to get an A star. Maybe when they did the exam in school at age 16, they got a C. But if they were to take the exam again later on, which they could do, obviously, they could do it privately, they could end up getting a much higher grade, because again, they matured at different rates and so on. However, we're not saying we're going to try and delay and just deliberately let them stay behind. We will try to encourage them as much as we can, but at no point in time we're going to feel as if we have lost patience with them because they're not going to make it. All right? We just have to be supportive. Yes? So we have to be supportive at all times. It doesn't matter what. Always be there to meet their needs. And obviously children have loads of different needs. They will have psychological needs. They will have, personal needs, educational needs. They'll have need for food, the physiological needs. So if we just look at Maslow hierarchy of needs, then you can see all these needs are there to be met. So we just have to ensure we're meeting all these needs, but not just to focus on one element or two elements. You know, you have I've seen where families focus heavily, very very heavily, on most of the physical needs. You know, for example, on the entertainment needs. They buy all the gadgets for the entertainment, all the PSPs and the Xboxes and stuff like that. But at the same time, they don't provide anything on the education side. They're not providing, for example, textbooks. So when the children are at home, they could work from a book and get some more information, you know, improve their grades and so on. I've seen where they're not providing maybe a mentor, where a child might be struggling with behavior or struggling with just general personal understanding and development of themselves, where a mentor could help, but that's not been provided. But at the same time, they are provided with all of the different, you know, as I said, entertainment needs heavily. So we have to kind of balance it, because we just don't want our children just to be, uh, you know, all their time is spent on entertaining themselves with gadgets and games and mobile phones and social media. We want it to be balanced, where they are spending some of their time developing as a person, especially educationally. So we make sure they have the right books. They have, if they need extra support, they get the extra support by a tutor or something of that sort. So we need to ensure that all their needs are met.
So that's the end of part two of the series. So part two, just to recap, is all about helping a child to build up the feeling, feeling great about him or herself, building up their emotional and mental and physical well-being, building up their self-esteem, and getting them to go off and become the best that they can be. So now I'm inviting you to join me for part three. And part three is about helping your child to believe in him or herself, by showing self belief. They can go off again and unleash their potential because they have that belief in themselves. But that would start with you showing them how much you believe in them and what you expect from them. So I'm urging you to go off now and listen to part three of this video series. Thank you very much.